Yeah, I know I'm just redditing right now, but it's also just so easy. I think I'm gonna be leading out on my cantrips here. We're up against like a hero, so we can keep a slower hand like this. Yeah. And I basically always lead on Chromatic Sphere instead of Star in this deck, because like sacking this for value later is relevant. Seeing the name of the next card. Okay, I will try to remember. We'll see how long my opponent's turn 1 is. Karn, the greatest creator. The greatest content creator. Just Wellspring. Alright, we'll try to unstunlock ourselves too. Karn, the content creator. Would Karn be a painter? Would Karn be a... Karn would probably be like a workout bro on TikTok. Just flexing constantly. And then people in the comments are like, wait, didn't Urza just like give you those muscles? Those aren't natural. Those are synthetically engineered muscles from a planeswalker. And then he would just ban those people and then keep raking in the cash. Alright, Tron land. I deserve it. I earn it. Damn it. Dude. I deserve a Tron land here. I didn't even get an Anvil either. So unlucky. Hog, 3 months, thank you. Karn also makes AI art and posts on Reddit. And then he's like, I'm a robot, so AI art is just normal art for me. Have I revealed the deck I was testing with Scuba Seth? It was the first draft of this deck, EM. It was the first draft of this deck. Bounce my Wellspring. Probably should bounce the Star. Maybe just plus. Is Stirring? Yeah, Stirrings is the only miss off Stirring, so it's actually impossible to completely miss. They do bounce the Star. Can I get a Tron land, please? They're going to discard. Thank you. Finally. Any predictions for January BNR? I predict that Wizards will continue to do things at random. I will say that since they banned Faithless Looting Hogak, I think Wizards has done a great job managing the Modern ban list. For a long time before that, they had like a philosophy of just letting Modern be miserable and overrun by a broken deck for like 3 months before doing anything. They would just like let it be broken instead of doing something like it about it. But I think they've done a really good job managing the Modern ban list since the banning of looting and Hogak. No, there's never a BNR announced, but people just want there to be BNRs, which is okay. I want there to be BNRs. It's just so good for content. That's really the only reason I want one, to be honest. Okay, so we have 9 mana. I think I just like leading on Mystic Forge here. Disagree they waited too long to hit known problems? Like what? Like maybe exactly Luris? And Yorion? I don't know. The Yorion thing was like even like pretty controversial that they banned it at all. If Twin ever gets unbanned, I'm gonna be a They didn't counterspell the Mystic Forge. Nobody counters Mystic Forge. It's so weird. Yeah, if Twin ever gets unbanned, I'm gonna be a rich man. It's gonna be awesome. I think I like having access to a second forge. We can just play Wellspring here and pass. Do need to make sure the Brand doesn't ultimate, but that should be easy enough. Unban Pod. I'm a little bit worried about Pod and Yawgmoth, but also like the thing about Yawgmoth is people just don't sideboard enough Pithing Needles. I get stunlocked even thinking about Pithing Needle and sideboards. That people will put Flame Blitz in their sideboard as an answer to Wrenn and 6 instead of Pithing Needle as an answer to Wrenn and 6. That also gives them a premium sideboard card against Yawgmoth and Breach and Tron. And it's just like, and also Pithing Needle is better against Wrenn and 6 than Flame Blitz is. I just get so stun locked. But Flame Blitz is a feel good card, and people love to play those kind of cards. What is this? Fury resolves. Kind of a busted Modern Horizons card, opponent. Could you cool it? Could you cool it with the Modern Horizons cards, please? Using your sideboard, yeah. I'm mostly, just hamming it up for comic effect, but I do feel this way. I like, it's very common in scam sideboards to play Flame Blitz and like blue-white control also, like blue-white control, like stock blue-white will very often just play a Flame Blitz instead of a Needle, and Needle is so much better. It's much, 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 much better. We could have Stirrings instead. Doesn't really matter too much. Guess I'll take one of the Myr Retrievers. Another Mystic Forge on top. Could cast it. I think we might as well. We're gonna brick from this spot. I didn't think it was super likely we would brick, but we might here. Okay, I need to find Grinding Station. Maybe Needle doesn't kill Wrenn and 6 when Blitz does. Well, Blitz against Wrenn and 6, they still get an activation. They get to activate the Wrenn and 6 ones. Needle stops it from ever activating, which I think is better. Okay, there's the Grinding Station. Awesome. Ooh, almost bricked. These kind of matchups are just also like easy peasy. I might even go so far as to describe them as lemon squeezy. Studies is doing the commentary on official Magic stream right now or on an event. I love Ristic Studies. Sorry, I should have just played the other Myr Retriever. Kind of still mad at my opponent for playing a Modern Horizons card. Like, opponent, what the heck? Opponent, what's going on? Are you okay? Is everything all right at home that you'd register Fury in Modern? Yeah, if they counter the Mystic Forge, we have like the Karn. We can Needle Wrenn or something, but opponent, well, is everything okay at home? Another cool thing about playing the Tron lands is like it kind of taxes your opponent's Boseijus. They're not going to Boseiju your Anvil. I guess I can't really talk. Because I also have a Modern Horizons card. It's the only one. This deck is so close. It's so close to having no Modern Horizons cards. And like, you could maybe say Alta doesn't count, but it's so close to being like actually pure. Is there a combo win con? Yeah, so you just mill your opponent with Grinding Station when you loop Myr Retriever. Isn't it technically not one? It just kind of depends on who you ask, really. I can keep this. It depends on who you ask. Cruel, 16 months ago, thank you. Altar is also a win con when you loop Myr Retriever. Just sack Myr Retriever, mill them, return your Myr Retriever, play it for 0, mill them. And so, because you play Altar, you get to play the full 4 copies of Grinding Station in the main deck, which is, I think, really important to like maximize your like just normal combo hands without Karn. Did I just miss playing KCI? I've actually never played KCI. I had a friend who did, and I was familiar with the deck. But actually, when KCI was around, I mostly played Legacy and Standard. I didn't play much Modern then. Mostly, I mean, some Modern, but mostly Legacy Standard at that time. So I'd love to find another Tron piece. There we go. There's a mine, and they call it a mine, and then I'll play the map and get set up to tower next turn. Yeah, it's like think of it as the fifth grinding station. It's worse because you can't like use it to like mill yourself with Mystic Forge, and you can't use it to sack your Ichor Wellsprings and stars. But it does combo, and and when you're gonna Karn for it, usually you'll just want it as you just want the combo piece, if that makes sense. I will say I think that I want to cut this card. I put it in the sideboard because I thought there may be spots where I'd want it. Salvager of Ruin. But after this is sacrifice Salvager of Ruin, choose a permanent card that was put in your graveyard from battlefield this turn, put into hand. I think you almost always just get Scrap Trawler instead. So I think that I will be cutting it for like Cityscape Leveler or Worm Coil or second Haywire Mite or second Pithing Needle. But probably Cityscape Leveler because boy do I like that card. I guess I just get another map, and so I guess if they have Boseiju, they're gonna rip me apart. But they didn't Boseiju me now. Map can also get me Inventors Fair potentially. Scrap Trawler seems kind of cuttable. Yeah, like what's cool about Scrap Trawler is it lets you just like with Grinding Station, you get to like go through your deck and draw cards and assemble your combo. So like the way I'm thinking of Scrap Trawler in this build is that it's more of a card advantage spell than a combo card, but it can combo. It can combo if you get Cathodion with Karn. Yeah. This in this deck right now, my current plan is to just not sideboard, which This is not something you can do very often. You basically only ever do it in like combo decks with Karn. But this is a combo deck with Karn that like doesn't want to dilute its deck with sideboarding and wants to maximize Karn and like has like a lot of built-in resilience already with like Expedition Map for Boseiju and Expedition Map for Blast Zone. Like this deck is actually like just not that bad against like hate pieces because of the Tron package, and it's just like just no sideboarding, which is good because this deck, you know, it's kind of tricky to play. It's like 0.5% as hard as blue-white control, and so burning less brain calories on the sideboarding is nice. You can try Mishra's Research Desk instead of Scrap Trawler. I mean, that would require you to play red mana, which is a big cost, and I don't think would be amazing with, like, I don't know. I'm not that into it, I guess. I would probably play like Sylvan Scrying, I guess, if over that. But I think I like the Scrap Trawlers too. They're maybe like they're not as good as they were in KCI, but I think they still make sense in the deck. You could maybe view them as the flex spot. Like just one as a Karn target could be okay, and then you could put something else in that spot. Any person salvage of Rune it sacrifice itself. Does that open up any new combo lines that doesn't require another piece? Yeah, not really. Not really. You would have to have a second copy. You know what I mean? No claws? Well, no claws, no laws. Like scrambling claws? No claws. No claws. No claws. I'm not sure what claws is. Okay, so I think I'm going to go this turn. Karn first. And then this is going to get counterspelled. And then I think I just go Karn Needle on Rin and 6. Oh, Claw of Gix. Oh, I forgot about Claw of Gix. I didn't even remember Claw's name. I feel dirty for that one. But no claws. You just don't need it because Karn gives you more consistency to find your sacrifice outlets now. And you also don't have Urza Saga to tutor it up anymore. If you had Saga, you still would probably play one. But I did love that we got to play a deck with Claw of Gix. How does this deck win? Milling your opponent out, and then you have with Karn you have a few ways to stop like Emrakul. We've won every single game today with Mill, or every game that we've won. We're 4-1 on the day, up a game. We played the Murktide matchup to know if it's good or not. I don't know if we beat Murktide today. So let's start with the Murktide matchup because no, they drew Boseiju. Fuck. Interesting. Okay, so Murktide. when you're playing any big mana or combo deck in Modern, the Murktide matchup is a really important question to talk about. Because Murktide's like kind of naturally preys on decks like yours. In this version is like in a large way built this way because of the Murktide matchup, where. So let's talk about the 8-key combo deck. If you're familiar with that, that's the version using Everflowing Chalice, Astral Cornucopia, putting counters on those. I liked that deck's game against Murktide game 1 a lot, because you had all of this mana that you could use to just overwhelm your opponent. Overwhelm your opponent's mana. I might get Spine of Ish Sah here. Let's see, how much mana do I have? I shouldn't break up these rants like this. And I liked that this deck was good against, but 8-key was weak against sideboard cards. Okay, 8-key was really weak against Engineer Explosives, Brotherhood End, those kind of effects. Braid even. This deck is really really resilient to cards like Brotherhood End and Explosives, which is great for an artifact combo deck to be resilient to those cards. Amazing, but didn't have that mana generation to overwhelm counter spells like 8-key does. The Tron lands solve that problem. Which is really exciting. Okay, so I have 6, 10, 12 mana, which is enough to Mystic Forge and then Spine of Ish Sah if I don't want to do anything else. Okay, they're just giving me an extra mana here. They do still have access to Leyline Binding. Alright, I mean, I can cast this, and then I can still Spine. Grinding Station is really nice. I really can't let them ultimate this and keep looping the Boseiju, though, so I think I'm going to Spine here, and then I can Grinding Station Spine, maybe. Yesterday I was able to like just loop this with like Anvil, reducing the cost. Get Anvil and win. Oh yeah. Yeah, I should have got Anvil. What am I doing? I'm getting blinded by the spine, baby. I'm blinded by the spine. You ever been blinded by the spine before? Oh no, I have to recur Spine of Ish Sah and blow up all my opponent's permanents instead of winning the game. Now the content will be terrible. Kahira in the hand? Oh no, Kahira in the hand. That's not good. Dang it. Okay, well, I am going to hit my opponent with a Spine of Ish Sah, okay? I'm going to hit him with it. But then I'll win the game second main phase. No! I mean, I guess they conceded. I didn't get to hit them with the Spine, though. 5-1 on the day. 5-1 on the day. Got a Solitude. Yeah, it's just all fine. Get to gain 7. I'm feeling like we'll just rip Natural Tron if we keep this. Not Mulligan, of course. Yeah, you can keep this on 6. It is cool, like, you know, another thing, like, compare this to traditional Tron, like, you can just keep non-Tron hands that contain most of your combo pieces, and then maybe you stumble into Tron and maybe you don't. Forest to go. Could be a few different decks. Anvil is a huge draw for us. So maybe, is this like just Yawgmoth with a terrible draw? Yeah, the main combo, there's a few like more, this version's like much simpler than the other version, honestly. So the combo is Semblance Anvil, everything costs 2 less. And then you're going to play Grinding Station, and then you're going to be milling through your deck. Fetch Dryad Arbor end of turn, what is happening? You're going to like fetch through your deck, and eventually assemble Myr Retriever, 2 Myr Retrievers to sack Myr Retriever, mill your opponent for 3, get back a Myr Retriever, play it for 0, and just mill your opponent infinitely. That's the main combo, and so like, and the deck is just full of like cantrips and card advantage, and Mystic Forge and Karn to assemble that. And I think we may even are just winning here on turn 3. We're not 100% to win, but we have a lot of looks at the second copy of Myr Retriever to to just win here on turn 3, which is not something that most Tron decks can do. Like, this is 4 looks at a Myr Retriever. The second Wellspring is another 5 looks. And there we go. No, we're not playing Saga, because we do have 1 Modern Horizons card. That's not why we're not playing anything. I think the deck's better off without Saga. We had Saga in earlier version. But it did also have like a terrible draw, but or terrible keep. So we milled over the Endurance, which means they usually only play 1 in the main deck. Endurance can buy them a turn in spots like this. But usually they'll Endurance your graveyard and not their own. It feels great, honestly. I've been working on this deck for a long time. We've talked about it. We talked about it on... This is like just like a great example of what the process looks like. I've been working on this list for literal months. Talked about it on stream a few times, the ideas behind it. Finally got a good first draft, like Sunday night of this last week. Played the first draft on Monday. Maybe it was Friday of last week. But we played like 2 drafts, like Friday and Monday. With like Mori, without a Mori, without the Tron lands, with Urza Saga, and then kind of identifying what the weaknesses are, and like a lot of times, that's where it stops. You identify what the weaknesses are, and there's just not a great way to compensate for it. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. I think I can keep this on the draw. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. But like, if there is, then the deck gets finished, you know, and it's just like the most satisfying thing when you get to continue to improve on those ideas, you know. Sturdy Silence, you have Blast Zone and Boseiju. What do you against Emrakul? Yeah, you have Stonebrain, Tormod's Crypt, Walking Ballista, Infinite Mana with Cathodion. It's not too scary. We'll draw Star Sphere, Power Plants. There we go. Oh, they played Yavimaya. So I actually could have just... I'm going to still sack this, because I might just draw the power plant right now, then get something else. A second mine. Yeah, we stopped Gemstone for Inventors Fair. I don't know if I think I updated it in the stream deck or 2. Yeah, I did. So probably lose. I mean, maybe not, but probably lose if we don't find power plant. We've been Void Mirrored. I got Void Mirrored in my testing last night. Again, you have Boseiju, Blast Zone, and Map, but it's good against you. Can I explain what Cathodion does in the sideboard? It's infinite mana and an infinite loop with just 1 Myr Retriever, Scrap Trawler, and Grinding Station. Which I think is enough for like just 1/2 to target. I do think I want to cut the not the Cathodion, the Salvager of Ruin for. I think I like the Cityscape Leveler. I think Cityscape Leveler would be nice against like blue-white control and Tide. I just finally gave up on KCI getting unbanned. Deconstructed deck for trying to do to you. I mean, KCI is never getting unbanned. But the deck, you know, decks can evolve. Archetypes can evolve. Myr Retriever combo is alive and well. KCI is dead. GG. I mean, they have to have a second undying creature, but very likely GG, yeah. Is there a possibility you might go up to 19 lands, perhaps cutting on 1 trawler? Maybe. Maybe. Like, you could do, like, the 19th land would be Gemstone Caverns, I think. I think the first Caverns is pretty good. It was good earlier today. I think the Inventors Fair is better. I'll also say that, you know, Mono Green Tron usually plays 18 lands. This is, like, a formula that I think is correct and I want to stick to. Although it is 18 lands with Sylvan Scrying, so I guess that could be a reason to go up to 19. But our curve is also a lot lower. Consider Prophetic Prism. Yeah, Prophetic Prism just like as a 0 mana cantrip with Anvil is not something you're looking for. It's not quite Arkham's Astrolabe. Unless you someone that had a Lurrus deck to use Heartless Summoning Myr Retriever combo. That sounds sick. Oh man, it sounds so awesome. Man, why couldn't we have found that? I bet you played Myr Moon Vessel too. I mean, my opponent hasn't killed me yet. I'll concede to a second Undying Creature. Let me rent the Cityscape Leveler while we wait. Small little changes. Pretty happy with the list overall. Okay, there it is. Game 3. You get to go on the play for game 3. You can also play Grafdigger's Cage. No, Cage stops Mystic Forge. Don't play Grafdigger's Cage. Although now I have to buy a Cityscape Leveler. Natty Tron. I think this is our first Natty Tron today. Definitely keeping it in this matchup. I very intentionally don't have the mine that looks like a tower. This looks like a mine, this looks like a tower, this looks like a power plant. Or a funny bug. Is this my first brew where there's no sideboarding? Well, there's also Mono Green Devotion and Pioneer, but nobody remembers that deck originated here. Although it was also helped with Austin Abels a little bit. Was not just me. That was the first one for sure. But like, yeah. What's the record today? 5-1. Oh, 6. No, 5-1. 5-1. Before we won the first league, we're 1-0. Haven't won this game match yet. I messed up my channel Fireball logo. They Force of Vigored my Expedition map. That feels good. Oh man, that feels great. I like that. Wow, I could get addicted to that. Force of Vigor on my map when I just have Natty Tron. Was it after the Winota ban? No, this is like... It was way, way before Winota ban. Like Mono Green Devotion with Karn the Great Creator originated on this channel. There was a chat suggestion from Austin Abels. I was working on Mono Black Devotion at the time. But there's a chat suggestion from Austin Abels to try it in like the Karn and the Mono Green Devotion shell. And then we did it, and it was like immediately great. And like the old school list originated here. But it was, you know, team effort. Yeah, that is a weird attack. I think I'm just gonna go Karn Needle. Okay, Karn Ballista. If I could kill two things, I'd get Ballista. Was that with Leyline? No, it was after Leyline was banned. It was after I'm trying to remember exactly what the metagame was. It was after Leyline was banned though. But it was still like, you know, like 2+ years ago. Walking Ballista was still legal. Yeah, it was like in the Inverter Heliod metagame. And it was like really good against Heliod. It was good against the Uro decks. It was good against or it was good against Lotus Field. Or the Breach might have been banned at the time. And it was like 50-50 against Inverter, maybe a little unfavored against Inverter. Okay, Yawgmoth, Thoran Physician. So you're trying In Search of Greatness? I thought I only tried In Search of Greatness in Modern. I don't think I ever tried it in Pioneer, because there was no Leyline of Abundance, right? Yeah, good chance I can just chump block to keep Karn alive for a turn, then Walking Ballista my opponent. Yeah, I don't think I ever tried In Search of Greatness in the Pioneer version, because Leyline was banned. Why not Brainstone? I can't... Brainstone is 3 mana to play and sacrifice here. Or 4 mana, I only have 3. Too bad my opponent doesn't have Force of Vigor anymore. Damn it. So dirty. Yeah, it was correct for them to Force of Vigor the map. It's just very unlucky for them that we have Natural Tron. It's absolutely correct. Yeah. In Search of Greatness, we did that in Modern with Leyline, and we would put like Nissa into play. Before Modern Horizons 2. It wasn't very good though. We 3-2'd some leagues. I don't know if y'all can hear Esther's laughter filling up the halls. Yeah, that's true. People can, yeah, this can just look like a normal Tron deck and then combo kill and mess with opponent's plans. Okay, sacking Dryad Arbor, probably for the little werewolf. Yeah, Outland Liberator. That's fine. Just gonna Ballista on 4 here. This is, I think, the first brew we've ever had of the Tron lands on the channel too. I'm trying to think. It's always the other. So like recently, like when like a month ago or 3 weeks ago, whenever Murktide was just everywhere. Murktide was just every single deck on Magic Online. I was like, I think Tron players should be main decking 4 Cityscape Levelers just to be good against the counter spells. And then I very briefly started playtesting it. And I just couldn't get through. I couldn't get through a league. I was so bored. This deck is at least interesting to me. Yeah, 6-1 on the day now. Oh, okay. I played Blue Tron, but that wasn't a brew. Those were dono decks, which I would always beg chatters not to dono for mono Blue Tron. And all right, turn 3 Tron. Very likely turn 3 win actually, especially with the Stardust Act of the Station. Up against a Jegantha. Yeah, so if you really want dono decks, you can hire some mobsters to break my kneecaps. You know, just your local friendly mobsters. Oh yeah, or if Esther wants a vacation home. Because that's why we did the ad incentive last month, was so I could buy Esther a nice Christmas present. And maybe also a good birthday present. Her birthday is next month. That's true. If I just had broken legs, I wouldn't even change. I guess the standing desk would be out of play, huh? So my opponent's playing Jegantha, Channeler, Bauble, so they're probably either Prowess or Breach. No Southern Side into the Leveler. The thing about what I like about Leveler is it's about Shadow. What about Leveler is that it's uncounterable against Murktide, and then like Murktide almost can't beat Cityscape Leveler, like if it resolve, or even if you cast it, it's like you cast it, you kill their threat, they counter it, you can unearth it the next turn and kill something else. It is disgustingly good against them. Do I think it's better than Aki? I do think it's better than Aki. So again, Aki was really good at beating counter spells for a combo deck because you had a lot of mana, you could overwhelm the counter spells. But it was really weak to like Brotherhood and Engineer Explosives, Force of Vigor, which is like, I almost never thought we'd be playing a artifact combo deck that was resilient to these cards, but this deck is really resilient to those cards. I think we beat Brotherhood and Force of Vigor today. I don't know if we played against Explosives, that we might be playing against it right now. Actually, but you're just like so much more resilient to those cards than you ever could have dreamed of being before. And while also now with the Tron lands, you are able to overwhelm those counter spells in the way Aki could. All right, let's just use our mana so we can play the map here or whatever. Maybe there's a 1-drop underneath. I don't think I'd hate drawing a Tron land. Probably correct to tap the Forge though. Okay. Yeah, what's funny is like usually I would say we just lose the Stony Silence, but you actually have Boseiju and Blast Zone with like potentially Expedition map to like obviously you can't map if like the Stony Silence is in play, but if you go map turn 1 and then they go Stony, you can crack the map for Boseiju in response. This version can actually beat it. Karn the Great Creator is actually harder to beat though for this version, I think. It's scary. I know they have Drown. I guess I shouldn't have used the green mana there. I'm just gonna get Blast Zone. I lose my map. That's okay. Yeah, Leveler can deal with it theoretically though, and Spine. But like just being able to attack. I mean, you have Scrap Trawler, I guess too, but you know, attack with Saga tokens was okay against Karn. Do I want to exile those Scrap Trawler? Maybe. Tron is usually pretty good against Grixis Shadow from my Shadow experience. Chalice is pretty good. I mean, the thing is, I just already have one, so I'm wanting to dig deeper for, like, specifically Semblance Anvil. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and Karn, wish for an Anvil here. Yeah, just having like it's like your Tron lands are I think this deck just really came together in a great way. I'm really happy with it. Just been feeling great all day. Like our one loss was to like Glimpse combo, having the nut draw in game 2 and 3. Just hard to feel too bad. We've beaten like elemental decks twice, one Kihira, one Karuga. We beat Murktide once. We beat Mono Blue Tron. We beat Yawgmoth. What was the other? There was one. We lost to Glimpse combo. There's one more match. I can't remember. Yeah, Tron lands. Oh, good. Oh yeah, we beat Living In too, which is a really nice like array of decks. We beat Living In when they also like they had like multiple fortifications, fast Living In. It was awesome. Although they did force the wrong thing for your evaluation. Can this deck beat a Ranger Captain sack with Death Shadow pressure? Yeah, no deck can beat Esper Shadow. Esper Shadow is tier 0, unfortunately. And it even doesn't contain Modern Horizons cards. The true test of a deck's virtue is, does it contain a single Modern Horizons card? And because this deck contains a single copy of Altar of Dementia in the sideboard, it is unfortunately a dirty Modern Horizons deck. Although I'm thinking of trying to grease Doomwake's pockets to get him to sign off on this deck being... I'm trying to, bribe Doomwake to put out a statement, a tweet, declaring Altar of Dementia as not a real Modern Horizons card. Although there was another brew where I had like one copy of Regrowth, and he said that counted too. How's this deck versus Amulet Titan? I don't know. Probably not great. But probably it's also like... Okay, let me get back. Another... Oh, this is a Scrap Trawler trigger, not a Myr Retriever trigger. Get a star. But you're capable of winning on turn 3. Maybe we should have a Torp Orb on the sideboard for the Tron matchup. For the Titan matchup, that could be better than the Cityscape Leveler. It could be better than the Cityscape Leveler. Alright, so I think we get back Scrap Trawler here. Not that we need the Cathodion, but we could potentially combo kill with Cathodion. And try to justify that card. We have the Karn for it, though. It's like, I think, impossible to brick at this point. Get it? It's just like this is how the combo deck really works. Obviously, sometimes you just not draw and kill them on turn 3, but you're mostly just assembling it with Mystic Forge. So on the draw, no sideboard in any matchup, which is awesome. With one more Anvil as deterministic. Oh yeah, one more Anvil is also it's double Anvil, Scrap Trawler, Myr Retriever is also infinite. I mean, you still have Coating against Titan too. You also have the Stone Brain. That's probably enough cards. Although it's too bad you can't on turn 3 Karn Stone Brain. Yeah, just one Retriever, one Trawler is infinite loop with double Anvil or Cathodion. Can't you just grinding station the stars to draw instead of paying the mana out? You need to filter. Either is fine there. Either is fine. I just kind of wanted to green in case I found the stirrings. Alright, on the draw. Game 2 against Grixis Shadow. Always nice for combo decks to feel like they're okay against Grixis Shadow. I think this is an example of one that is. Salvager of Ruin for Torpor and Spine for Leveler. Spine was really good for me yesterday. Maybe Leveler is better, but I was able to blow up all my opponent's permanents with a Spine yesterday. It was pretty sick. It maybe doesn't come up enough, but I think I want to keep the Spine for now. I'll keep trying it. I think that Leveler is like really nice against Blue-White Control and Murktide, and we already have a couple good sideboard cards for Titan, or like Karn targets for Titan rather. So I'm not sure, but that's I guess where my head's at the moment. Okay, they mulled a 5, but they have a Ragvan. Mystic Forge and I don't know. I don't think Mystic Forge and KCI were ever legal at the same time. They may have been. They may have been. Servo Schematic is a potential win Kana if your opponent doesn't let Anvil resolve. Card. Well, I don't know why we just have an Anvil in the sideboard, so I guess I'm confused. When a servo enters the battlefield, put in graveyard 1/1 servo. Yeah, I mean the card doesn't do anything without Anvil, right? How do you respond to loop it? Your grinding station. Easy peasy. I had to cast the Scrap Trawler too. Oh, that's damage. How many times have I registered Tron lands in Modern? I've done it for Dono decks a few times. It's my like 4th league with this version. 2 on stream, 2 off. Although I broke up one of the leagues to register different cards. Oh no. Ragavan stop. Ragavan stop. Don't have a land. I guess I can Karn for I don't have the Cityscape Leveler this league. Leveler would be so good. I have to get Spine if they have the Karn. Yes! Let's go. This was the nice part about the other Anvil deck. You didn't really care what cards they hit with Ragavan very much. In this version, you care. Okay, tower time. So then I'm going to go Anvil first. Can't get Spell Pierce, can't get Drowned. Exile Trawler. We can play Stirrings, and then we can Karn and play up to a 2-drop for 0 if the Karn resolves, or potentially combo kill this turn. Not super likely, although that makes it a lot more likely. We found Grinding Station and second Myr Retriever. We can only take one, but it's definitely going to be the Grinding Station. We can get back the Star and cast the other Stirrings too. Wow, we actually might just win. Although, I mean, they didn't drown the Grinding Station, so maybe they just don't have Drown. They do have the Drown. That's okay. As long as they don't cast a Karn next turn. There's only 2 Karns left in the deck. Should be in good shape. I guess they might like Thoughtseize this. I don't know. We have it's hard to have too many bad top decks here, but we have some. And they keep a card on top. Warning Plane Shift. Yeah, I mean, we could Grinding Station the top card, but we have to sacrifice a Grinding Station, so I don't think we don't. Yeah, this is the best version of the deck. This is definitely the best version of the deck after a few drafts. We're 7-1, and it just feels so much better, so much more powerful, and doesn't lose too much. Okay, so Karn can shut off the Hearse, so we probably should start with Karn here. Although if their last card is another Drown, could get got. I think we still lead on the Karn. We have the Chromatic Star anyways. Any changes recommission elementals? I want to cut, like, I recommend cutting 2 of the red-white fast lands for 2 more green-white fast lands. But I do think that deck is great. I've actually been, like, really happy. Like, a lot of people have been, like, coming in saying that they like the deck, and they're playing it and they enjoy it, which is just all I ever want to hear, you know. I just want to hear that you like the deck. You've been playing it. Okay, so now we can Karn for a Myr Retriever, which I think is what we're going to do. We should play Chromatic Star first, because that's like something that's a bit better to get back with the Myr Retriever. So we can only Mystic Forge this turn if we draw a Tron land off the star. I think I just get a star instead. And I'm just going to be like trying to mill over a Myr Retriever to win the game with this turn. Scrap Trawler wins if I can find another copy of... Oh, so I can get another copy of Anvil off my Karn. But then I can't get the Myr Retriever. So I think first we just mill ourselves with this. Gen Saga with Asmo. I mean, they're right. Okay, we found the Myr Retriever, we win. Gen Saga with Asmo. There was like one. I think it should be in the Stream Decker. You have to do some digging. Can you get the Myr Retriever by sacking one Anvil? Well, then, but then the loop stops because you don't have the double cost reduction to keep replaying Scrap Trawler. All right, 3-0. I think we started off 3-0 the last league too. We lost round 4 to Glimpse. 7-1 in the day. I really wish I could, but I've just, going to visit a friend this weekend. Up against a Jegantha again. What's the plan for dealing with opponents who also play Karn? I mean, you can attack with Scrap Trawler. You can kill them before Karn comes down. You can Spine of Ish Sah or Cityscape Leveler once we add the Leveler. But it's bad. It's really bad. Nice Ragavan. Might just win on turn 3 though. Over time, what match win percentage do you like to see with the deck before bringing it to a tournament? It kind of depends. But, like, I don't know, like, at least in the leagues, like, at least 60%. Why no level? We're going to add it. Our deck is pretty full. It's going to take some time to assemble everything. But we're going to cut the Salvager of Ruin for a leveler. Go up against the Storm deck, which is usually a really hard matchup for Tron, but the combo here, maybe we'll be able to get them. Okay, so we'll go ahead and imprint the map here. And I think I'll play the grinding station now. I mean, I'll just play the grinding station. Always yes. And then I might want to sack this to the station, so I'll use the sphere to filter for green mana. I can cast my Stirrings. Chromatic Star, Blast Zone, Grinding Station, Anvil. Unfortunately, like, no help. But, I mean, we could at least cantrip this. There's a Karn, which I can't cast. I can't cast it this turn. So now I think it's better to mill. Damn it. Bricked really hard, so hopefully we're not dead. We might be dead though. We'll kill them on turn 4 if we're not dead. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of the YouTube content for recommission elementals. I'll return to it. The deck's definitely been pretty popular. Yeah, I got a lot of irons in the fire. Well, we have not that much interaction. Are we struggling with stuff like Hammer Amulet? I mean, the deck isn't perfect and can lose to things, but Tron also doesn't have much interaction, and you still have blockers, you have turn 3 combo kills, you have Karn, you have Blast Zone. But it's not like that weird that we don't have much interaction, right? We're a big mana combo deck. I know we don't have Counterspell and Prismatic Ending. We don't have Celestial Colonnade, but we're okay. We're starting a new limited run for Dark Souls. So assuming that the save states that I've made work, which they didn't work last time, but I think I messed it up last time. So assuming that they work, I think today and tomorrow, maybe just today, maybe we'll see. But I want to try doing like a boss gauntlet, which could be like maybe more fun to watch right now, but I just want to like practice the bosses, like just the bosses for a couple times, because we have the save states. We can just load in, do the bosses, which are the exciting parts to watch anyways, and I think it could be a good method for improvement too. So we'll see. Into the Warrens, let's go! Yes. Obviously, losing thing. I wonder if I'm correct. That was as much as we want to see. Maybe I don't think I've played against either, but I would say Hammer Time can be scary. Although, like, Hammer Time doesn't usually kill you before turn 3. It can be play draw dependent. Titan's weird. You have some Karn targets that wreck them, but Torp Orb would help a lot. Yeah, I think we just Karn for... Oh, we can Karn for second Anvil and print Jegantha wins. So let's just do that. Imprint Jegantha. If you need any more proof that this card is just broken, why am I able to imprint this card? Oh, there was also a Myr. I didn't realize. I mean, this line also wins. So as soon as you see a line that is a deterministic kill, you just take it. This line also gets the job done. I'll believe you if I tell you you're dead. You are. I'm milling you. I'm milling you out. Just tell me how you win. I've had so many comments like that. Just tell me how you win. Nobody can see it. It's a weird psychological thing. Grinding Station, people see Grinding Station as a self-mill card. They don't see it as a card that can target them because of the grinding Underworld Breach deck. And they just don't. They just can never see it. It's awesome. It's so funny. Yeah, you are already dead. Deck's cracked. Yeah, you were dead 5 minutes ago. MTG Mill Sketch? I don't know if I've seen that one. Saying can kill on turn 3. I think we have to keep it on the Dragon Storm. Hands that can kill turn 3. Not definitively, but has a good enough chance. Oh, they're also playing the Ragavan version, not the 3 mana Storm card version. I think some of the success of the deck is no one knows it. Yeah, some people have been answering the wrong cards. That's always something that happens when you play like new combo decks like this, is people mess up against you. I think I'm supposed to play Star because this is, in theory, 0 mana off the Anvil next turn, and this can also means like Ancient Stirrings is, or another Chromatic effect is a much better top deck. Yeah, people will always make mistakes when you're playing any new deck, especially combo decks like this. This is also like, even if this deck ends up becoming a real modern deck and people become used to playing against it, people are not going to know how to play against you. People are going to make a lot of mistakes against strategies like this. It is hard to play against. Okay, they exile a land, which I wanted to draw to try to win, but it doesn't seem like they necessarily have. They don't have me dead either. Okay, that gives me another look at a land next turn and still the potential to combo kill. Yeah, if only Karn was also an artifact. Oh, maybe dead. They just had the Lantern control with Ragavan. I've been imprinting Karn to Semblance Anvil now. Oh, they're Blood Mooning me. I just love that this deck is just, you're just chilling if you get Blood Mooned. You're just like, okay. You just like, you know, it stops the Tron, but the Tron is just not mandatory. All right, I think we're still sacking here. It's funny, Basic Forest is probably the best draw. So we're gonna go Anvil and Prince. I think the Trawler. Grinding Station. We're not super likely to win here, but if we draw well enough, we can. I mean, if we just like draw Myr Retriever, mill over a with a Myr Retriever, it's over. We've bricked. That being said, We get to cast a 2-mana Mystic Forge next turn and almost definitely win. Assuming they don't have like Shattering Spear or something. Veil of Nature's Claim. Yeah, Blood Moon immediately top deck Forest. You also have, Boseiju, like normal Tron. Does nothing with the mana. Yeah, thankfully they Manamorphosed pre-combat, so they couldn't like flip a Karn. Does the Retro Frame Karn exist on Moto? Oh, yeah, I need the Retro Frame Karns to fit with the deck. They're probably really expensive. I do think they exist, though. I need them in paper, too. No. I guess I just don't have to buy them in paper, huh? Probably should play the other Tron land. It's okay that we're just going to kill him now. Just going to kill him. GG. Oh, no, that went to the graveyard, not GG. Not GG, although it's good to here cast the Stirrings. Okay, that's GG, because I get to go Trawler, get back a Myr Retriever loop. Alright, we are 8-1 on the day. Playing for our first trophy with the deck. We did lose to Glimpse combo earlier, which is fine. Is there a prediction live already, or no? Let's get it going. Okay, Natty Tron, easy keep. Against another Jegantha. Dude, we've had so many Jegantha opponents today. I think about half of our opponents have had Jegantha. I have Jegantha too. We imprinted Jegantha the Anvil for the win earlier, although we had a different line to win too. Yeah, Jegantha is legitimately broken. Legitimately broken. It's like unironically should be banned. It is just like not fair that some decks just get this with no planning involved. But it'll never be banned also. Have I heard WotC's announcement? They're routing old Taste Daredevil to have the devil creature type. Don't you dare play with my heart like that. We also have not lost to a Ragavan deck today. We beat Murktide, Grixis Shadow, and the Storm Ragavan deck, which like Storm Ragavan is like a nightmare for Tron variants. And so I think that's a really big deal to be at least 3-0 against Ragavan decks. This is either Breach or Shadow. Thankfully, they're not hitting Karn on turn they can cast it. This is the only card you're really scared of them flipping. I don't own Tron lands in paper. I think I need to buy some now. Anyways, outside of attacking to get rid of opposing Karn, you can get Spine of Ish Sah, and I'm going to be playing a Cityscape Leveler. Oh, no way! That's a crazy hit. Okay, always getting Spell Pierce, though, still. There's not really anything we can flip, so I'll just make sure that they are Ragavaning away my forest, and I can tap the Forge after if I want. What do you think is the best version of the Cottage Aethermage's Touch one with Binding the Sideboard? Yeah, I think I like that list the most. I wouldn't change very much if I was going to play it today. The Antiquities, Tron lands, and paper. Yeah, I think that this is definitely the move, or these versions. I'm not sure which exact arts. I know I like the bug. I like that this one looks like a mine. I don't have a strong tower art preference. Okay, it looks like Breach. I don't have a strong tower art preference, but the fact that they like, what's so funny about this deck is they just like retro bordered the whole thing and like in Brothers War. None of these cards were printed in Brothers War like for the first time, but this is a Brothers War deck. You get Chromatic Star, Wellspring, Anvil, Trawler, Forge, all just like new Brothers War arts. I don't like the bug. Does it scare you? I think it's funny. I like this kind of art. Yeah, Brothers War inception to the deck idea. Okay, getting a Karn in play is good because it stops their grinding station combo. Just going to cast the Karn. I can't, or I shouldn't probably, Pithing Needle grinding station. I might just get a Walking Ballista and cast it here. Maybe actually, I guess I'll tap the Mystic Forge. Okay. Could get Haywire. I guess I can't block. Yeah, the mine that looks like a tower is the worst mine. That's the only wrong answer. The only wrong answer is a mine that looks like a tower. Station Breach doesn't play DRC. I mean, they can. You're right. This is probably the more fair version. But they can. They have in the past. I know usually they play Legend Shredder instead. Channeler is also nuts. I really like that Channeler lowers the curve in that deck. It's worse that it makes you worse against Graveyard Hate, though. Seems like there's less Blood Moon in the meta. Do you think Esper Reanimator has a better chance? Yeah, I agree. I think there's less Blood Moon, better chance for Esper Reanimator. Should Ping have cast another spell? I don't know, because then we get hit by the Ragavan, but then they exile Mystic Forge, which is kind of okay. I would rather kill the Channeler than the Ragavan. I like to block Ragavan and kill the Channeler if possible. But we're mostly just okay here, you know. Could maybe have gotten Anvil off Karn. I mean, I was 1 mana short of casting the Anvil, but maybe just grabbing it is okay. It's also fine. We made them have the bolt. Let's cast the map. So I think I'm gonna go play Star, crack Star for green, or maybe it's better to tap the Forge first. Play this. Cast Stirrings, or maybe I could have Wellspring the Stirrings. I just need to find an Anvil. There's an Anvil. Let's go. Spell Pierce this. Alright, so I'm going to go Grinding Station into Sack Star to mill over this forest, then draw a fresh card, which is Chromatic Sphere. 0 mana Star, Myr Retriever. I mean, this is, in spots like this, it's like basically impossible to brick. Just don't need to sack anything yet. We can get a second Anvil in play, so we can just clear Mystic Forges from the top. Like that. Losing, I mean, we don't mind that much losing this Wellspring. It would be good, though. Okay, so let's go ahead and sack the Star. Mill. GG. Awesome. It feels like people are starting to like know when the combo is. Was it consideration to ping to fairy last turn? No, I don't think so. Don't think so. Just ignore this fairy. I'm definitely having fun with this deck. I love any deck that I get to make really interesting, meaningful decisions. Any deck, that's really the only thing that makes me enjoy gameplay. If I make decisions that are interesting, and I have to think, and they're weird, and I have the chance to do something convoluted. That's all I care about. I like, as far as like having fun, which is why I love blue-white control, because all my decisions matter so much. Yeah. The sideboard strategy, pretty simple. Don't sideboard in any matchup. Alright, Gently Tron. Keep. Also, like, I will say this, that, like, anytime, even if a deck is not that, even if a deck is not good gameplay, when I build a new deck like this that's good, when I've been working on this deck for months, and it's gone through different versions, and I've been, like, scraping my brain, trying to figure it out, because it's felt so close for months, and we finally hammer it out, and we have some awesome chat suggestions. This is literally what it's all about. This is literally what it's all about. And it just feels so good to get to share this kind of stuff. Natty Tron? Don't mind if I do. I don't mind if I do. Still the draw against the turn 1 Ragavan. I'll say this: we're currently 3-0 against Ragavan decks, and they've also like had Ragavan on turn 1 almost every time, which is crazy for this kind of strategy. Arguing for keeping the map to pitch it for Anvil later. There's the argument, but like also like this kind of stuff, like just getting a prismatic ending is really nice if it happens. The opponent was 1 land short of being able to cast their Karn. That's true. That happened twice actually, but also it's unlucky that they hit the Karn. Lucky they didn't have the land. I'm not saying we'll beat Ragavan every time, like, but it is a real test of Modern for big mana decks and for combo decks, and this is a big mana combo deck, to like be resilient to Ragavan or be able to beat Ragavan decks. And it's not that we're gonna beat it every time. You can't expect to beat it every time, but just take your hits. Take your hits from Ragavan. It's okay. I have 3 Karns. I kind of want to play Scrap Trawler to block. I should play a Karn. Probably like Karn plus Ballista here. Plus Star. Maybe Myr Retriever is better than Ballista. That's fine. We've also been drawing really well, you know, like, we're not always going to be 8-1. 8-1 is really hard to do with any deck. Opponents have not known how to play against us, but we've been doing well. Yeah, that's true. Only 1 card left in the deck for Ragavan to hit. Lost in the actual goal. Semblance Anvil, Grinding Station, 2 Myr Retrievers, and the deck is just designed to like sift through your deck with Karn, Mystic Forge, Ichor Wellspring, Scrap Trawler, just sift through your deck to assemble that. Is how the deck works. You beat Emrakul with Tormod's Crypt, Brainstone. What should you eat for lunch after work? Something healthier than you usually eat. I've been eating a lot healthier lately, and I'm feeling like... So, you know what's so funny? You guys want to know why I'm eating healthier? I don't even want to say it. I need to say it. I'm good to say it. I'm eating healthier because when I feel better, when I eat healthier, I feel better. My mind is clear, and the Dark Souls run will be... I'll get the Dark Souls run faster if I eat healthy. Is like... It's fucked up, but that's like legitimately why I'm eating healthier right now, is so I can get the run. That's why. I guess like whatever works, right? But that's fucking why. Alright, let's get the Semblance Anvil here. Could maybe win right now. You know, whatever works, right? Yeah, whatever works, that's fine. Like, there's no judgment. It's okay. But I've been eating healthier. I haven't been drinking at all. I've been going to bed on time. I've been sleeping restfully. I've been more active, and it's just so my mind can be clearer during the Dark Souls runs, because I just have to have the clearest mind possible, and I can't be distracted. It's so funny. That's such a weird reason, but it's you know, whatever works again. Oh, we just drew an anvil? I don't mind if I do. Guess we pitched the trawler. Two Retrievers in the bottom, non-exile. Okay, I mean, there's 2 more in the deck, and we can also just, you know, we'll be okay. We can potentially combo with a Trawler too. Yeah, we have to think Dino and Hob for my living healthier. Okay, where on Grinding Station? Okay, this is another thing. People keep killing Grinding Station and not Anvil, which is good for me. Map 0 mana. Map 0 mana, crack for 2, get Forest, cast Forest. I'll be 1 mana short of Stirrings, then Bridge. I think I'm just going to cast the Karn. Okay. Make sure they're F6'd. I can use this as a ritual to go up 1 mana if I want to cast like 5. I guess I don't have any 5s. I kind of just want to get Bridge, but we're a bit worried about getting combo killed with Breach if I get Bridge. Look at Trawler. No, I don't have a sack outlet. No, I already got the Anvil from the side. The Anvil from the side's already been gotten. I think what I'll do is cast my Ancient Stirrings and then see if I find Grinding Station. No, I guess I can now just take a Karn and then grab Tormod's Crypt so I don't die to Breach, and then they have to do something or to kill the Karn still. I don't think they play actual factual counterspell either. Yeah, they're probably value Breach, but like with all these bolts and all this mana, like they could like kill me. They could have Manamorphose. They could also have a Grape Shot. Oh yeah, they also have Jegantha. yeah, also probably with Jegantha, no counterspell, huh? Right, Islet, sack Islet. Why is Grape Shot better than Thassa? It's better to naturally draw. It's better to naturally draw. You can kill a Ragavan. You can just like against blue-white control, or a Grape Shot is great. You can deal them like 9 if you wait forever on it, and then it also gives you Jegantha as a companion. And Jegantha is broken. Jegantha is like a legitimately broken card. It doesn't matter until it does, but when it matters, you just sometimes win a game for no reason. For no reason. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and kill this. Oh, Doomwaker in the chat. Okay, so Doom, first off, spot the Modern Horizons card in the deck, where we have 1. That's your first task today. Your second task is to let me know if this counts as a dirty Modern Horizons deck or not also. Hold on. So I can go... You have an Altar, so yeah, that's what it is. It's Altar. Okay, so I can go Karn. Okay, I just want to know if it counted. Karn for Salvager of Ruin, 1 mana Salvager of Ruin. Get back Karn, replay Karn, have 4 mana still available after the Karn. Does that do anything? No, Salvage doesn't do anything ever. What do I have in Exile? Expedition. Oh, I have a Mystic Forge in Exile. Okay. I probably should have done that last turn. Probably just do this so I don't have to tap the... well, it's kind of awkward, but... whatever, I guess. Sometimes things are awkward. Huh. Okay, we fizzle, but... we're at 15, we have a Mystic Forge in play, and, my opponent doesn't have a graveyard. You could have Gigantha. Oh, I could have got Jegantha. Yeah, that's true. But then I have to use my mana to do that. I don't think it's probably better to not use my mana. I did forget to get the Jegantha at all, though. But I think it's better to not use the 3 mana there, in general. Iteration. Yeah, so we're scared of them hitting another Wear Tear. They hit a Ragavan. Dash Ragavan, please dash Ragavan. It's like so actively good if they Ragavan the power plant away from me. Yeah, we have one Modern Horizons 1 card, Freya. You can try to find it. It's a fun game. Find the Modern Horizons card. There's exactly zero MH2, exactly one Modern Horizons 1 card. They can attack Ragavan the card. They're not going to. They're going to attack the Ledger Shredder at the Karn. There's like it's just not reasonable at all for them to attack that way. You can replace Astron with Blasting... Yeah, you can replace Astrons with Blasting Station. It's worse, but you can. Okay, another land on top. Thank you, Ragavan. Very cool. Okay, Myr Retriever. Another brick. Wow. So I don't think... I'm going to put this in my hand. I'm not going to cast it because I just let them double connive. Yeah, worst forge ever. It's okay. We're still up a game, even if somehow we lose, but I think, even still ahead. Could lose, though. We may have we have very few lands left. We have 3 in exile, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So in our 25 cards left, there are only 4 lands. What if Murktide didn't have Murktide? Yeah, I've been messing around with like Breach instead of Murktide in the blue-red deck. Why did I say the word Breach? Damn it. Alright, we'll see if they can cobble together a kill here. I really want a trophy. No, you shouldn't play Steel Seeker in this deck. Oh, they're going to Prismatic Ending my Forge. Huh. That should do it. They're just going to fly over. I draw another land. Prismatic Ending. They should know I have a land on top anyways. I can't block with the Retriever or anything. Oh, they delved in a way that they lost Delirium. Then there's Delirium again. Yeah, one Altar of Dementia. You win. Reddit Gold. Yeah, you can play Torp Orb. I think we're cutting the Salvager for, I think, Cityscape Leveler, but that could be a Torp Orb instead for Titan. Leveler is good against Blue, White, and Murktide, though. Aren't this deck so bad? Deadly Dispute or Reckoner's Bargain? I mean, Deadly Dispute is a random black card that's really hard to splash for. And I don't like it. Just I don't know. This is also very classic Twitch chat. I don't know what Reckoner's Bargain does, but very classic Twitch chat suggests, card advantage spell. No suggestions for what to cut, and a list that's pretty tight. Close hand. I think I'm gonna mulligan. I think we keep this one. Put back second Mystic Forge. We fetch Cathodion. Seems like mana isn't an issue with Tron. It's part of an infinite loop with Scrap Trawler. It hasn't ever come up, but I think I want to keep it for now and see if it does come up. But it's a possible cut. Yeah, this hand's not too bad. It's not crazy nutty. I'm playing Inventors Fair over Buried Ruin. I would probably play a Gemstone Caverns over a Buried Ruin too. That was a reason too. Take a different line, I guess. Just rip another Tron piece next turn. Chill, opponent, chill. Oh, we did rip another Tron piece. All right, let's rip the freaking mine. Let's rip the freaking mine. Let's be a real Tron player. Official WotC spoiler. Okay, well, we're in a 10 spot, but even when completed, Luca keeps a beastly friend close at hand. Whoa, completed monster. Phyrexian 4, red green 2 completed. If it was paid and there's 2 fewer, if it's for 4 mana, so 3 or 5 loyalty, plus 2 mana only for creatures, -1 make a beast with toxic 1, which I think is like poisonous 1. X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures or planeswalkers. X has greatest power among creatures you control with this activated ability. Card sucks, at least in modern, but looks very cool. Looks very cool. And this iteration is still resolving. Man, this is listen, I just gave you an entire spoiler in between iterations resolving with no missed content. Who else can do that? I guess I can't rip the mine. Oh, one more look. Power plant, no. Okay, well, if our Myr Retriever dies, we have a map in the yard at least. Yeah, I wish there was the old border Myr Retriever. Surely one of the completed Planeswalkers would be good. Although Planeswalkers in general in Modern have a hard time in, like, Spell Pierce the format, you know? Keep a card on top. Maybe like a Teferi here. Okay, so we get to resolve Mystic Forge next turn. They do have a Grape Shot in the deck, so that's kind of scary. They don't have Delirium right now, though. Best top deck's still probably mine. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. Any land is good here, or good enough for me to resolve the Forge. But a mine potentially like gives me the chance to win this turn, so I think that that's worth going for. I like to have Semblance Anvil on top. We're just gonna pass back. Hopefully they don't have another Wear Tear. They've already played one. Breach might kill me. Damn it. So do I need to tap the Forge? I think I do. The Anvil just isn't good enough right now. That's better than Anvil here. Put Ledger Shredder into the Yard of the Surveilled, and I'm not sure if they want to put this other thing back. Man, I feel like we got really unlucky to lose game 2. The deck, I mean, the deck's performing well. It's okay. We don't need a trophy necessarily. Oh, man. So no grinding station for me. It would have been a really good draw. So we can get Blast Zone, then play Myr Retriever. Yeah, I think it has to be Blast Zone. It's just, yeah, you have to do this. Is the only line. I think getting a mine and trying to like top deck something big for next turn is just like senseless. Consider Surveil 3, draw a card. Graveyard Scalding, Tarn their hand as Ragavan, and then whatever this Consider finds them. Are probably dead if they find Underworld Breach. Yeah, super dead. Lightning Bolt in the graveyard. And then Ragavan in the graveyard. So they didn't keep a card on top, but they did get to mill over 3 bad draws. Channeler is insane. Channeler is such a great card. Leagues are 5 matches. The 3 matches are just limited leagues. Constructed leagues are 5 matches. It's nice to be going to 4 also and not 3, so we don't have to do a bolt. Well, getting a mine would have paid off better, huh? Obviously not a bad draw, though. So here's a question. Do we Blast Zone now so they can't Surveil? No, we know they have Ragavan, so I think just playing around like Prismatic Ending makes more sense. If they had like another, if they draw like another cantrip for turn, we get a little punished. Okay, bolts me. And his Ragavan mystery card, and they keep a card on top so fast, so fast. Has to be a burn spell. So I guess I could maybe try to find a grinding station and mill them. If this was another Tron piece, or the other right Tron piece, would be in obviously okay shape. Haywire Mite doesn't give me enough life. I could Chalice on one to stop Bolt. I lose the Grape Shot. There's only one Grape Shot in the yard. Yeah, I think it just has to be Karn Chalice in one. It could be if it's Breach on top, we lose. So like it could be Breach. In fact, it's more likely to be Breach than Bolt because they top so fast. Or sorry, because they have more breaches than bolts in their yard, right? Oh, we do have Grinding Station in our exile. Yeah, so yeah, never mind. The line is just Karn get Grinding Station, sack the Wellspring, mill them. Yeah, that's the best line. They do a lot still, but damn it. All right. So like no matter what we get Spell Pierced. Spell Pierced. It's always Spell Pierce. It's always Spell Pierce. All right. Let's see what it is. It's Breach. Well, I'm glad we were able to like think it out. 2 very rough games there to not get the trophy, but deck is still performing very well. That was an amazing match. That was the best match we played all day. Open our chests. Okay, not gonna add the Sundering Titan. I'm gonna cut the stupid Salvager of Ruin and then add Cityscape Leveler. And chat calling for. Oh no, Crypt beats Spell Pierce. Crypt would have beaten Spell Pierce. I don't think I'm gonna add the orb yet. Wow. I mean, I think our line was still correct, but that is cool. Like what's better about Grinding Station is it beats either them keeping Breach or keeping Bolt on top. You know what I mean? It beats either one. I still think it was the right line. It's just like, dang, we could have played differently.